Hello there, I'm Vas. In the next few minutes, I'm going to be sharing you my take about sales. The most powerful profession on the planet that makes the planet tick. The most highest earning people on the planet, salespeople. And why is it that most human beings dread going into sales? It all started through the evolution of man. That man was out there looking after themselves, and when that was their core business, looking after themselves, they had to sell to themselves what they're going to be doing and to sell their product to other people, otherwise they won't be able to survive. But after a while, they were getting people to do things, and then they came about more doers than salespeople. And the whole education system out there was to make more doers doing things better. But the salespeople started going back into the background because mainstream education did not embrace sales as one of the subject matters. And so it went out of fashion. Everybody wanted to be educated in mainstream school, but sales was not taught, although it is so powerful. So that's where we came and we realized that we have people who can sell and people who cannot sell. People who can sell are those who are naturally salespeople. Where did that come from? From their family tree. They've been selling all their lives, and so they've gone into businesses, and therefore they are natural salespeople. And on the other hand, you have these people who cannot sell, but if they want to come on board and want to sell, well, that's the case. Now, I might be speaking to expert salespeople here. And how many of you were natural salespeople and nurtured salespeople? Probably 10% were natural, and the rest of you had to work through your obstacles, turning into stepping stones, becoming that salesperson that you are. But you get these people coming on board, vast majority of them have got no idea about sales, how to succeed in sales. You're trying to push them to get out there and do it, you get all that rah-rah stuff down. 1-2 days, they're okay, and the next day, this excitement fizzles out, and they are there with the tail between their legs and wanting to get into a real job. Why so? And that's because their whole past is marred, is littered with some belief that sales is not their thing. Maybe it is not even there because they've never gone into it in their lives. And so there is a need for us to remove these past inhibitions, and I would label it as limiting beliefs and negative emotions. Because in this limiting beliefs and negative emotions are our behaviors. Encrypted in these are our behaviors. So if the behaviors are not what we want, then what is holding this behavior is limiting beliefs and negative emotion. There may be others, but fundamentally, from my study, these are the two. And when we rip this out, a person can now be free to become whatever they want. In this context, we're talking about sales. In order to do this, there is a need for a training that will help you get rid of these. So we have designed a program called Communication and Persuasion Mastery for Sales. 4 days. In the first 2 days, we fix the self-image of the person. We help the person clear up the past so that when they set goals, they feel the sense of freedom to go and perform, and they will be able to sustain. And in the remaining 2 days is where we teach them the hard stuff of selling. But even then it's pretty much psychological because you need to first get out there and build rapport without them knowing, instantly. How do you do that? Come into the program. Instant rapport building. Next, you need to learn how to get past resistance. And how do you do that? You need to learn how to speak to the unconscious mind of the person. That's what you will be learning. Language skills. Once that is done, you need to learn how to be in control of your emotions and the emotion of the client. What do I mean by that? Because it's all emotional, isn't it? It's emotion that sells. How do you know that is true? You need to come into the program. And finally, once that is done, then we go into the hardcore stuff of setting up the sales, eliciting up the criteria, and then going out and close. We are not finished yet. Although I said we are finished. The last part is the metaphysical part of sales. How do you become a success magnet? How do you attract sales into you? You can do all the marketing that you want, but if you are not carrying your energy in a certain way, if you're not doing a certain ritual on a regular basis, you're not going to be attracting that sales to come to you. So this is how in gist I would like to share with you. And seriously think about visiting our website, www.globalnlpspecialist. And in it you will see some details for you to make that decision. Either to come on board our next program as individuals, or to get your sales teams to come on board en masse and then see themselves succeeding thereafter. For seniors, we've got another level of training that we'll be talking about at the next video. Thank you.